their house doesn't work for them. They want to make the next step either closer to their child's private school, or they want a bigger lot, and they find the perfect house, but it's like, oh my gosh, but I've got my 3% rate. I can't leave it.
So this is a move-up scenario. So this is somebody who is potentially selling and buying.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a lot of equity in their home?
Yes.
So in those, what is something that we look at in that scenario is, I think often clients are just looking at my current mortgage payment and the new mortgage payment.
Correct.
And they're just comparing those two.
Yes.
But then sometimes they're sitting on $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in consumer debt. Right? And that debt obligation to service on a monthly basis can be really high.
Sure.
And this isn't something that will fix everybody's scenario in that space. But I think if we step back and kind of look at all of the finances holistically, we can find an option for buyers where it can make sense to do this. In a buy-sell situation, all we're thinking about doing is taking the equity in the property and moving it to the new purchase. Mm-hmm. But that equity is an opportunity to look at the whole situation.
Sure.
Right? So what if we hold some of that equity back and maybe eliminate the consumer debt that they have? Mm-hmm. So, if their mortgage payment's $3,000 and they're going up to a new mortgage payment that's $5,000, but they're carrying $2,000 a month in consumer debt.
Right.
We could potentially wipe all that out. We're calling it a move-up consolidation analysis.
Okay.
So this isn't something for everybody,
right?
But it is an opportunity for people who do want to be in that neighborhood, in that house, in that school district.
Right.
But the concern is payment to payment.
Right.
Right. Let's step back and look at the whole situation, and it might be something that helps them in that situation.
Right. Which is why I want my clients to be educated and have a mortgage lender that will speak to all of that and look at the finances holistically and help them do what makes sense for them, getting them into that next move, but also reducing that, like you said, servicing debt at, 9, 10, 18, 20, 25%.
They're sitting, exactly. They're sitting on a credit card or,
Sure.
they're sitting on a $30,000 credit card at a 16% interest rate, and they're balking at the 7%.
Right.
I get it. We just need to look at it differently.
Agree.
The other thing, and so you had mentioned buyers waiting for interest rates to come down. And we're hearing that a lot right now. And it seems to be a large segment of the population wanting to buy, but waiting for rates to come down.
Sure.
So my question there is, what do you think is going to happen when rates come down?
It's going to be flooded, and we're going to go back to multiple offers, and prices will go back up.
Prices will go back up. I don't think we go back to the frenzy that we're in before.
Agree.
But I think there's a huge segment of the population waiting for interest rates to go down. And so for me, if I was a buyer in that situation, knowing that, or I'm only like, I want to buy, but I'm waiting for interest rates to come down, I might buy now with less competition.
Agree.
And sellers open to negotiate to maybe buy my interest rate down.
Yes.
Then wait for rates to come down and us be back in those multiple offers where I'm not getting everything that I want in a home.
Agree. If you can get 2% off of, the average home price in Williamson County is about $1,050,000 to 1.1. If you get 2% off of that, and then you get your 2-1 buy down, and it makes more sense than when we're back to home prices. I don't see them appreciating at this 10% year on year like we had, but if they go back to even 5%, you're going to miss out.
You're going to miss out a lot. It's a $50,000 price increase.
Right, it's huge.
That you missed out on because you were concerned about an extra $500 a month in your payment.
And when I hit multiple offers right now, I'm ending up closer to full list price. So if you can get ahead of multiples, yes, you probably won't end up overpaying in the future, but you will likely end up at 100% of list price, where right now you could probably get 20, 30, 40,000 off possibly.
And maybe some incentives from the seller.
Exactly.